this afternoon be considering or transacting. Remember, as I had indicated earlier, is that the House Business Committee is the one that prepares the business to be transacted at each and every plenary sitting. So at this point, it will be safe to say that there is yet business to be lined up for consideration until and unless this particular committee is established. So this particular sitting this afternoon, as the House resumes from that long recess, marking the beginning of yet another session. Last year was the 4th session, and this year they will be starting the 5th session. There has to be a newly established House Business Committee, and that is why the House will be this afternoon only considering that particular appointment for the members to be able to establish that committee for the business to be set out. That will be considered at each and every plenary sitting that the House will be carrying out this particular 5th session. The members that have been appointed to be able to represent each parliamentary parties or the parties include Honorable Robert Mbui, Honorable Adan Walie Keinan, Honorable Omboko Milemba, Honorable Faith Wairimu Gitau, Honorable Samuel K. Chepkonga, Honorable Tom Joseph Francis Kajwang, Sarah Paulata, Honorable Joshua Mbidi Mwalwo, Honorable Umul Kher Kasim Sheikh. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Masika Wetangula, as you can see, has already made his way into the chamber to preside over this afternoon sitting. Allow me to hand you over to this live broadcast brought to you by PBU in partnership with KBC. My name is Kamche Menza. Good afternoon.
Tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, ambaye kwa hekima na wema wako umetoa nyadhifa za viongozi na mabunge kwa ustawi wa jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu. Tukusihi utazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao wameridhika kutuita tutekeleze shughuli muhimu za jamhuri yetu. Tunakuomba uteremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa na utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikisha mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Sergeant, ring the quorum bell. The whips, do your work.
Well, the prayer has been said and the chair taken. That is the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, leading the House into the opening prayer of the 5th session. However, the House, as has been the trend, does not have the quorum yet or has not attained its quorum yet for the business to commence. This is as provided for in the House Standing Order number 34, paragraph 1. Quorum at the commencement of the House, at least 50 members should be present. If that is not the case, then that would mean that the House has not quorated for it to be able to commence the business that is lined up for consideration at that particular plenary sitting. And so the Speaker has directed that the quorum bell be rung for 10 minutes. This is, of course, to give room to members of the National Assembly who could be perhaps running late or just within the presence of Parliament, but yet to make their way into the chambers to be able to do just that and be able to join their colleagues inside the chambers, of course, to enable the House attain that much needed quorum for it to be able to commence. Remember, this is the first day. The House is resuming from a long recess. And of course, there isn't much per se for them to be transacting this afternoon. The only business, aside, of course, from the Speaker's communication, will be to ensure that the House Business Committee is appointed and put in place for it to be able to start its work of organizing and preparing the business that shall be transacted at each and every plenary sitting for this fifth session. So currently the quorum bell is on for the members to be able to make their way into the chambers. And once that quorum is attained, then without any further delay, the Speaker shall be communicating to the House, and the business that is lined up for consideration shall therefore kick off. I can see the Speaker has put on his mic. I believe the quorum has been attained. Allow me to hand you over.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Honorable members, I wish to welcome you back to the House for the fifth session of the 13th Parliament. I trust you had a restful holiday break with your families and friends, and that you also took the opportunity to engage with constituents on key development matters. I'm confident that you are well rejuvenated and ready to embark on the business that is ahead of us this session. From the onset, honorable members, I wish to thank you for availing yourselves for the legislative retreat held in Nakuru County from 26th to 30th January 2026. A high turnout of over 90% of the House was in attendance. I extend my gratitude to all of you for your active participation, which made the legislative program a success. As you recall, during the retreat, we reviewed the National Assembly's performance, reflected on lessons learned, set priorities for the fifth session, and held candid discussions on key national issues that are of concern to the people. The key resolutions and strategic approaches adopted to ensure the effective and timely processing of legislative business for the remainder of this session and the parliamentary term will be communicated to members in due course. Members at the bar, it is a little long. Take the nearest seats. Asinyen, the nearest seats. Thank you. Further, the retreat agreed on several sector-specific resolutions, including matters relating to national security. Accordingly, it was agreed that the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration shall appear before the House in a Speaker's Kamkunji on Thursday, 12th February 2026 at 10 a.m. to brief members on the state of security. That is day after tomorrow. With respect to the education sector, you recall that we agreed that the Departmental Committee on Education shall undertake continuous oversight of implementation of the agreed measures on financing, infrastructure, staffing, enforcement, and equity in the education sector. The committee will also be required to obtain periodic progress reports from the Ministry of education to ensure sustained accountability and follow-through. Having said that, honorable members, as the fifth session gets underway, I wish to remind the House that in accordance with the provisions of the standing orders, business that was not concluded at the end of the fourth session has lapsed. This includes any pending motions, statements, questions, and certain bills. As such, any committee or individual member wishing to introduce any lapsed business is advised to do so in accordance with the procedures laid down in the standing orders and our parliamentary practice. Members who may not be clear on the procedure are advised to visit the table office for assistance. Honorable members, with regard to the lapsing of bills, you will recall that on Tuesday, 2nd December 2025, the House passed a procedural motion exempting 22 bills from lapsing during the period of the fourth and fifth sessions. The bills that were saved are, members at the bar, take the nearest seats. Mwafrika, take the nearest seat quickly. The bills that were saved are the Political Parties Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2022, the Petitions to Parliament Procedure Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 51 of 2022, the Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 19 of 2023, the Fisheries Management and Development Bill, National Assembly Bill number 29 of 2023, the Kenya Roads Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 34 of 2023, the National Transport and Safety Authority Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2023, the Meteorology Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2023, the Universities Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2023, the Mining Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 51 of 2023, the Employment Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 62 of 2023, the Universities Amendment number 3 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 64 of 2023, the National Cohesion and Integration Bill, National Assembly Bill number 74 of 2023, the Sexual Offences Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 78 of 2023, the Universities Amendment number 5 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 79 of 2023, the Kenya Sign Language Bill, National Assembly Bill number 1 of 2024, the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 2 of 2024, the Universities Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 16 of 2024, the Public Relations and Communication Management Bill, National Assembly Bill number 17 of 2024, the Kenya Roads Board number 2 Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 20 of 2024, the National Transport and Safety Authority Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 24 of 2024, the Pensions Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 25 of 2024, and the Environmental Professionals Institute of Kenya Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2024. Honourable members, with regard to questions, any questions that had not been transmitted to the respective ministries and not received a response by the end of the session have lapsed. However, if any member still wishes to obtain a formal response, the member is advised to visit the questions office to formally indicate their interest in obtaining a response. This must be done by close of business on Thursday, 19th February 2026, to enable the leader of the majority party to prioritize questions when scheduling the appearance of cabinet secretaries before the House. Any questions that have not yet been transmitted to the ministries, constitutional commissions, and independent offices have also lapsed. Members are, however, still at liberty to file them afresh if they so wish. Honourable members, as we commence this session, I wish to remind the House of the need to reconstitute the Powers and Privileges Committee and the Member Services and Facilities Committee, whose terms lapsed at the end of every session. I urge the leadership to expedite this process To ensure these committees are promptly reconstituted and able to continue overseeing matters relating to members' privileges, welfare, and services. Additionally, the Committee on Selection is reminded to hasten the process of placing our new members into various committees to enable their full participation in matters of representation, legislation, and oversight. As we settle into the new session, I urge all members to update their biodata with the Office of the Clerk at the earliest convenience in order for it to be accurately captured in the records of the House and on the website. Honorable members, on a related note, allow me to mention an important development that occurred during the recess period. Several members of this House were conferred state honors by His Excellency the President during the second Jamhuri Day celebrations. These national honors were awarded in recognition of their distinguished service to the nation in various capacities. The following members were conferred the honors of Chief of the Order of the Burning Spear, CBS: the Honorable Mark Mwenje, MP; the Honorable Dr. Tienda Moros, Senior Counsel, MP; the Honorable Fabian Mule, MP; the Honorable John Waluke, MP; the Honorable John Kirago, MP; the Honorable Ivo Bara, MP; the Honorable Bernard Shinal, MP; the Honorable Marwa Kitayama, MP; the Honorable Rindikiri Mwirithania, MP; the Honorable Samuel Atand, MP; the Honorable William Kamket, MP; the Honorable James Omashukuru, MP; the Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu, MP; the Honorable Didmas Barasa, MP; the Honorable Jackson Kosgei, MP; the Honorable Charles Kamren, MP; the Honorable Tindi Mwale, MP; the Honorable Rosa Bui, MP; the Honorable Kazim Tandaza, MP; the Honorable Dido Raso, MP; the Honorable Brighton Yegon, MP; the Honorable Simon Kingara, MP; the Honorable Major Retired Bashir Sheikh, MP; the Honorable Sarah Korere, MP; the Honorable Ferdinand Wanyonyi, MP; the Honorable Lisa Chelule, MP; the Honorable Patrick Munene, MP; the Honorable Hilary Kosgei, MP; the Honorable Rahim Daoud, MP; the Honorable Robert Gishim, MP; the Honorable Alpha Miruka, MP; the Honorable Naisula Lesuda, MP; the Honorable Christine Ombaka, MP; the Honorable Lemanken Aramat, MP; the Honorable Fred Kapondi, MP. Members at the bar, take the nearest seats. Karemba, what's your idea of the nearest seat? Member, quickly take the nearest seat. Honorable members, let us take a moment to congratulate them on this well-deserved recognition alongside several members of staff, including our directors of Legislative and Procedural Services, Mr. Kipkemoy Arap Kirui, Legal Services, Mrs. Vena Kama, and Departmental Committee Services, Mr. Peter Chemweno, who were awarded the Order of the Grand Warrior of Kenya, OGW, for their commendable service to the nation. Honorable members, before I conclude, it is with profound sorrow that I remind the House of the untimely demise of our esteemed colleague, the late Honorable Joseph Hamisi Dena, MP, a nominated member of the National Assembly under the Amani National Congress Party, who passed away on Saturday, 6th December 2025, only 2 days after commencement of the long recess. Indeed, I notified members of this sad development on the same day. The late Honorable Amidst Dena was interred on Saturday, 13th December 2025 in Kwale, where yours truly and several other members attended. The late Honorable Dena served this House with diligence and commitment, contributing significantly as a member of the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture, the Select Committee on National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities. In recognition of his dedicated service to the House and the nation, I request that we observe a minute's silence as a mark of respect and remembrance. Shall we be upstanding? May his soul rest in eternal peace. Amen. With respect to the NGCDF, honorable members, as you are aware, the Court of Appeal delivered judgment on the constitutionality of the NGCDF Act 2015 on Friday last week. In its decision, the court upheld all the provisions of the Act except one subsection which ties the term of the NGCDF manager to the term of Parliament. We celebrate the decision of the three judges of the Court of Appeal to side with the people and their representatives. As I have reiterated time and again, honorable members, NGCDF remains the most impactful national intervention on the lives of the common wananchi since independence. I commend the work of the House Legislative Caucus that is ably co-chaired by the Honorable Otienda Amolo Senior Counsel and the Honorable Samuel Chepkonga. With the support of our Directorate of Litigation and Compliance, the team painted the true picture of the NGCDF to the court and faithfully told our story. We are grateful for your selfless services to the House. I'm informed that a notice of appeal has now been lodged in the matter. As it proceeds to the Supreme Court, I remain confident that our litigation team shall steadfastly defend this second appeal and again persuade the bench on the constitutionality of the fund. In the meantime, I urge members to be measured in their comments as the matter pens final resolution. Avoid engaging in any rhetoric that casts the NGCDF as a competition or supremacy battle with other bodies or groups. Conscious that the fund is a national government entity domiciled in the State Department for Economic Planning and managed by a statutory body, I advise that we focus our energies on allowing the fund to continue delivering its tangible benefits to the people of Kenya. Finally, honorable members, as we embark on the fifth session, I am confident that the House will continue to build on its commendable performance in consideration of key legislative business and other crucial committee business. Let us remain committed to serving the people of Kenya with diligence, integrity, and efficiency. I once again welcome you back to the House and look forward to a productive fifth session. I thank you. Next.
Order number 3, messages.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Take your seats. Pardon? Order, Mary Maingi, take your seat. Honorable members, I have a message from His Excellency the President in nomination of persons for appointment to state offices. Order. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 42.1, I wish to report to the House that I have received 2 messages from His Excellency the President seeking approval of persons nominated for appointment to specific state offices. In the first message, His Excellency the President conveys that in exercise of the powers conferred on him by the provisions of Article 1322E of the Constitution, as read together with Sections 22 and 22(2)A of the Foreign Service Act, Cap 185E, he he has nominated Canon Dr. Ida Betty Odinga, EGH, for appointment as a permanent representative of the Republic of Kenya to the United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP. Honorable members, in the second message, His Excellency the President notifies that in exercise of the powers conferred on him by the provisions of Article 2332 and 2502B of the Constitution, as read together with Section 5 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, Cap 7F, he has nominated Mr. Francis Major for appointment as chairperson of the Public Service Commission, PSC. Honorable members, the President now seeks the approval of the National Assembly on the appointment of the two distinguished nominees to their respective offices. Honorable members, Standing Order 45 provides that upon receipt of notification of nomination for appointment, such nomination shall stand committed to the relevant departmental committee for consideration. In this regard, with respect to the nomination of the permanent representative to the United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP, the name of the nominee, together with her CV and other testimonials, is hereby referred to the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence, and Foreign Relations for consideration. With respect to the nominee for appointment as the chairperson of the Public Service Commission, the name of the nominee, together with his CV and other testimonials, is hereby referred to the Departmental Committee on Labor for consideration. Honorable members, it's important to note that the first schedule to the Public Service Commission Act, Cap 185, requires the National Assembly to consider the nominee for appointment to the Commission within 14 days, while the Foreign Service Act, Cap 185, does not provide any timelines. However, Section 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, Cap 7F, provides that the committee to which such nomination is referred shall consider the matter and table a report in the House within 28 days. Accordingly, the approval process shall proceed in accordance with the provisions of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act to afford the two committees sufficient time to undertake the exercise. Honorable members, in this regard, the two departmental committees are expected to immediately commence the approval process, notify the nominees and the general public of the time and place for holding the approval hearings, and thereafter, upon conclusion, table their respective reports within